Oh, the counter is on. Yeah, I'm eating my own time. Okay. Okay, this is what we are going to talk about today. Hacking the human brain. It's, wow, too bold statement, but at least you can, I will show you some example how to narrow your customer's decision. So let's start with something, something about the company. You will see that even the company name is missing, but my advice, do not make last moment changes when you gotta be on the big stage. Is it presentation or you launch your title? So yeah, we're founded in 2005, 13 years ago. As you can see, we're part of Steelfront Group since 21st of September. And there is also publicly announced all the details of the deal because Steelfront is a public company listed on NASDAQ. So, few things. We are the largest Bulgarian game developer. We are focused on original IPs that we produce. Our company is about 50 guys in size, and those are the numbers that we so far achieved in 2018. I also want to show 2 awards. Why they are important? They're important because those awards actually are a result of what I'm gonna show you later in the presentation. This is what our company do right now. I'm gonna go super fast on this. Still having our live titles, still producing the new ones. And from the next year, we're opening a publishing division. And that's why I'm meeting a lot of indies here and there. So if you have a great product, you can ping me anytime and pitch to me. This is how our game looks like in Europe and Latin America. This is how it looks like in Russia. And this is how it looked like in MENA region, because we have a brand new version. You can see from these slides that actually we are pretty good in localization. But the thing that we're doing the best actually is to make people spend by thinking irrationally. And I will try to demonstrate what we did a couple of years ago and how we changed. Everything started with this guy. Dan Arley is a Duke University professor of psychology. Originally is an Israeli guy, now lives in USA. And this is the book that actually changed our strategy in monetization. And I really recommend the book, and I hope that you will take it. It's on Amazon. I think it's under $15 already. So please support the guy and what they are doing in MIT and in the Duke University about psychology by buying the book. So yeah, all the credits must go to this guy. All the things that I'm gonna show today are directly extracted from the book, and we put it, trying to make it work in our game, and you will see examples. So let's start with something. Okay, I'll try to stay this way. I don't like my profile anymore. I gained too much weight. So we will start with optical illusions, something that you will like, I know. Probably most of you already saw it on the internet, but yeah, I picked something that is super recognizable. So, what is the big question here? The big question here is, what colors are those fields? Laser, field A and field B. I am sure that most of you know the answer, but if we have to be honest with ourselves, I would be willing to put money on the statement that A is actually darker and B is lighter. If we remove the surrounding elements around that actually help, that fools us, you will see that A and B are identical. So the funny part comes when I get everything back on the screen and you realize that there is no possible way to unsee this optical illusion. Every time your brain is going to tell you that A is darker and B is lighter, no matter how much time you spend on looking at it, no matter how much time you remove it and going back and forth. So yes, they're absolutely identical. You can have the presentation and check later, but yeah, it's like every optical illusion. It's hard to believe, but it is. So, what is the moral of the story here? The moral of the story here is that we actually didn't learn anything. Every time when I show you this picture, you will see A darker, B lighter. That means that your brain is super easily to fix. Even if you know the answer, I could trick you one more time. So, how to use this? Before going there, I just want to say and share the statement that Dan has in the book. The statement was that we are not perfect and human brain is super easily to trick. So why not to use it? We just have to realize it and then start using it in our favor. Okay, some things that we have to mention. We just trick our vision, and if you think about it, we do vision more time of the day. We are actually evolutionary designed to do vision, and also we use the biggest part of our brain to do vision. Probably you woke up and then till you're in the bed, you're doing vision. So it must be something that we make it almost perfect. But as you can see, we trick it super easily with some small, as I call it, decoys. So imagine what's going to happen with cognitive illusion. Let's talk about decision-making illusions, where we don't have a separate part of our brain for that. We are not evolutionary designed to do financial decision. This is something that came up recently in the human race. So probably it's easy to trick guys on that, even easier. I'll give you another example from the book. And of course, you'll see at the end the results. So imagine that someone offers you a weekend in Rome, nice place, or someone offers you a weekend in Paris, another amazing place in Europe. So yeah, it's a hard decision, especially if you do not visit any of the places before that. So probably people will split together. You know, wine is good, food is good on the both places. They have super great history, amazing art. So probably people will split 50-50. So here is the thing that those guys at the university start asking themselves: could we actually change this? Just make people to choose one over the another option. So they decided to add the third option. So of course the third option must be relative, because if you have two options like going to Rome or going to Paris or get ill, of course nobody will want to get ill. So the third options must be cleverly designed. By cleverly designed, you will see what I mean in a second. So the third option actually is weekend in Rome all inclusive, weekend in Rome without breakfast, something bad that is super similar to one of the offers, and of course weekend in Paris all inclusive. What do you think? Yeah, most of them shift to Rome because our brain is designed to compare stuff. So, of course, weekend in Rome all-inclusive is superior than weekend in Rome without breakfast, but it turns out that people don't want to risk. So, most of them choose weekend in Rome all-inclusive over weekend in Paris. So that means that putting an option that nobody wants, you can actually narrow their decision. So in this case, we saw that this option that nobody wants actually is a decoy that do the job. Here is another example directly taken from the Economist website, something that Dan saw and then examine super in details. So here are the options. 1 year subscription to Economist for $59, 1 year subscription to the print edition of the Economist magazine for $125, and 1 year subscription, and both, you can have it both, but wow, again for $125. So what do you think? What people will choose? Yeah, it turns out that he goes to 1,000 students in the university, showed them this ad, because first time he thought it's a mistake. How could one cost 120 and then get both for 120, 25, whatever? So this is the result. Web access was only taken from 16 people who are highly addicted to their PCs. They want to have the magazine, and all the other goes to the combo option, which sounds like, you know, like something super cool. So what he decided to do was like removing the combo, or removing the option that nobody wants. Yeah, let's go back. It's a 0% for the print only, you know, so let's remove it. Then he presented the offer to another 1,000 students. And what happened? What happened is this. Actually, the least popular became the most popular, and the most popular became the least popular. Now the difference between both of them are like $60 for the online and $125 for a print copy, but you cannot check it online. Why not go for the online copy? So customers are just choosing the cheap option. So in this case, this middle one wasn't useless in the case that nobody wants it. He was set there just to narrow people's decision. And you can easily measure the effect. It's already 43% more sales, 43% increase of the revenue, just because this option that nobody wants. So here is another example. I will go super fast. This is again from the book. You went to a store, you want to buy a gem as a gift for your grandma. You don't know anything about gems, so there is the choice: 2, 10, 35. Of course, I don't want my grandmother to think that I'm a cheap. So I will never go for €2 option. And 35 for a jar of jam, it's too expensive for me. So I will go for the middle one. It turns out that 80% of the people are doing this, no matter what the product, no matter what the price of the middle option. So when we have to choose something that we do not understand and we're not experts, we always go for the middle one. So in this case, what I suggest is just to boost the price from 10 to 19, and nothing will change. 80% will buy it, and it's 74% increase of the revenue. So let's go directly to what we did. This is a basic screen. It starts from 5, 10, 20, 40, 100, 200. 400 US dollars. You can see that the awards become bigger and bigger. There are special caskets for bigger packages. After the $20 euro, there are bonuses 10, 20, 30, 40. Everything looks normal, right? Probably all of, let's say, 90% of the screens in the industry looks like this, and people do not spending time to experiment enough. They just copy paste from their competitors. They put it, and that's it. But I think this is more important. This is the most important screen in every free-to-play game. Not only in free-to-play. Some of them are offering me discounts. For example, if you take a look, even FIFA 19, when they introduced it to me, the new FIFA coming up, they asked me to choose 3 packages, and I will go for the middle one. But there is a way, as you can see with the subscription of economies, to go for the top one. So what we wanted to do here, we start a series of experiments to increase our revenue by doing some tweaks on the screen, trying to implement those irrational thinking offers. It wasn't easy because already our customers knew this screen by heart. So how we put a bad offer somewhere and it doesn't work like. So we decided to create all the efforts to be bad and created one super offer, but this was on the second stage. So first thing that we did was labels. You can see those labels in a lot of the games. Pretty much they're not working. Don't waste your time to use it. We tried with them. Those are fake, of course. Most popular wasn't 40 euro. Of course, best offer is a no-brainer because you divided the quantity. It's a best offer. So, of course, best offer for us, not for customers. So we have only 11% increase in the revenue, which was something enough to be marked as a successful test because we want at least 10% difference. But nothing special. So we said, okay, let's create something like irrational offer. The whole idea of the irrational offer is to start making people think about that you are stupid, you did a mistake, and they give you their money. So don't afraid people to think of you that you're stupid if they give you money. So this is the best feeling that you can implement in someone. So here was the idea here. We wanted to blur their mind because people were focusing, of course, in this side here, 5 euro, 10 euro. We wanted to blur this and to make them to focus on this side, where are the big numbers, you know? Because you need only small percentage of people to move to this side to make the impact. So what we did is people were thinking that we are stupid, asking why we are giving too much virtual currency, double the virtual currency, double the chests for the same price. So of course, they were buying like crazy. Those are results that you can see whenever you have a promotion like this. Most of the colleague has the same results, like 4 times jump the revenue when you have like 100% promotion from 5,000 to 11,000. So we have 350 revenue increase versus the base. We were super happy. We were opening champagne, spending money that we don't have. Super, happy. Then we got, what was the word in English? We want more, even more and more. So we realized that the 400 package, because we didn't have enough space, has to be removed. So what we do is actually are creating irrational offers not for 100, Yeah, but for 400. So this was the second offer. Again, we blurred the vision by giving something double on the left side, this left on the right side. Yeah, and people were thinking again that we are stupid, and they were buying and they were happy. Unfortunately, 400 euro is too much. You cannot expect people to have 400 euro in the credit cards. Most of the payment providers and payment options doesn't support 400 euro payment. Yeah, the result was lower, 275% versus the base. So we realized that the first time was better, but unfortunately, time has passed while we were making those offers, and we saw the biggest problem that we had. We actually had an inflation of the hard currency, which was super bad, and we realized that we constantly sell the currency on promotion, like non-stop 100% promotion by this irrational offer. Nobody wants the previous offers. They buying the one and they start sharing the diamonds inside the alliance, and it was super bad for us. So yeah, we weren't so clever at the end. What we did actually is we tried to fix it, and yeah, the answer is we fix it. We managed to do that, again, by blurring their vision, again, by giving something better on the same price, but this time we just gave something virtual. The hard currency is the same, you can see 5,200, but we gave more. So people again was triggered. They were thinking that this is super good offer and they was buying. Of course, not all of them, guys. Don't, you know, you need only few guys to upgrade it from 20 to 200, and that's enough for 10 other guys, right? So this is what we have at the end. Revenue increase versus based, and we had almost no side effect. Because the only side effect here was that we already missing the 400 euro payment because of the limited space on the page. So we created something that I think it's no longer legal in most of the European countries. We created a dynamic offers, personal offers for every user. For Wales, we again did this, and for the guys that, so yeah, this is for Wales. The Irrational offer is here, you can see. And this is for the normal guys that already paid 20. So we wanted to upgrade them, upsell them to 40. And of course, it performs better because there is no chance or a small chance someone from 20 to be upgraded to 400. So that's why this brings this amazing result, 390% versus the revenue. So before doing this, just check, is it illegal to have those offers in your region? Where are you based? So the biggest problem that we had actually, and by focusing on this page, we realized something really big. Almost half of the users, because in a free-to-play game where you have between 10 or 14% of paying users, almost half of the other do not enter this screen ever. They do not know that those offers exist. So we were thinking about it, and we did something crazy. We actually start promoting our payment screen by giving the daily awards on the exactly same screen. So if you have an army as an award, or if you have a goat or something, whatever you give, like a soft currency in the game, just give it on this page. People will get it, like here, the army, they will get the package, and under the package will show the €4 offer. So it doesn't cannibalize anything, but brings all the user to the payment page. So this add another small percentage of the increase. So finally, this was our last result. It's 425%. And yeah, those are real numbers. Our revenue jumps 2 years in a row, more than 200%. So yeah, I'm really proud of what we did.